they get put in a really tough spot. And this is part of something we aimed to take advantage of, I guess you could say, by interrogating the DOPPSR system. One of the things I haven't shared yet is in our effort to find out who we were looking for, one of the ways we came up with on how to do that was to query for who might want to redact statements we intended to go public with through DOPPSR.
So you filed, I think, a fictionalized account of some of your experiences to DOPPSR.
Yeah, so any author or anybody that's going to be contributing to an author to put something in writing or to share it orally like this has to go through the DOPPSR process. If you ever held a security clearance working for a government agency in the subject matter that you are intending to go public on. So right off the bat, there's a tell right there. The fact that I had to go through DOPPSR tells you I had a security clearance on the subject matter right there. So there's their first failure of poker face. And that's exactly what we set out to exploit. And so we came up with a reconnaissance mission. The reconnaissance mission looked like this. We were going to write a detailed manuscript as fiction through a ghostwriter. When we completed that, it was about 120,000 word manuscript. We broke that manuscript into actual sections that we called episodes. Because DOPPSR wants you to complete or submit the entire document. We submitted our first 20,000 words, our first 10,000 words, which was 20 pages. And within that first chunk of information, we included 4 types of information. And that information's purpose, again, was to inform us as to what they considered sensitive and the SMEs, which stands for subject matter experts, that they were outsourcing the information to.
Because what they do in the DOPPSR process is they send it out to all of the agencies that might be affected by you going public on something,
yes,
even in a fictionalized manuscript.
Yeah.
And they say to them, is there anything in here that needs to be redacted to protect national security?
That's correct. And it could be, you could present it to them as fact or fiction. It doesn't matter the context.
But more importantly, if it's protecting national security and it's redacted, it has to be a legally authorized program, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So this that I want to get through with you. Category 1, we included in that manuscript information we knew was classified, that we were privy to. And we knew that was patently classified on a very high level. Information category number 2 was information that was classified, but we knew only existed within the hearts and minds of the operators that were at the fingertips of that operation. Information category number 3 was information that was classified, but you may be surprised to learn was already in the public domain and open source. Because of the nature of the internet, there are things that the DoD and its partners would say that shouldn't be out there, but it is anyway. So we put some of that in there. And then we had our 4th category information, which was the most fun, which was where we took a little liberty and went fishing. We took our information that we knew was compartmentalized, connected it with other information that were these fact islands we were aware of because of our, I won't say how, and then we took our own creative liberty at connecting those 2 thoughts through a particular pathway as to why that might exist, and filled that space with other fictional classified information.
What happened?
6 months later, it took 6 months, we came back with 7 pages of redactions of all 4 categories.
Wow. So 1, that confirms there is a classified program relating to this information.
Yes.
Wow.